Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 3 of our Mitch Trubisky player franchise. We are in his rookie season in Madden 18. This is game 3, week 3. We're taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm expecting a loss. Last week we played... I don't remember who we played last week. Oh, we played the Buccaneers. We didn't have a great game, but we walked away with the win, so we were 1-1 heading into the matchup against the Steelers. The Steelers have Big Ben. I'm pretty sure they have Le'Veon Bell, and they have, I don't remember his name right now. Oh, Antonio Brown. They have Antonio Brown on offense, so I'm expecting them to put up a lot of points. Their defense should be all right as well. I'm kind of a little bit nervous to play the Steelers, but they are somehow 0-2 coming into the game. We are 1-1, so our defense is actually really good. I was surprised with how good the Bears' defense is right now, but you never know. I thought we were doing pretty well week 1 when we played the Falcons, and then all of a sudden in the second half of that game, our offense stopped scoring, and our defense gave up a whole bunch of points, so we ended up losing. So, again, the key to our offense is keeping Jordan Howard, our star running back, involved in both our passing and running game. He's mostly our focal point of our offense because I don't really like our wide receivers. I'm not liking this camera angle right now. I think we're using a different camera angle than we used weeks 1 and 2. But we have to keep Victor Cruz involved. A nice screen pass to Jordan Howard. Good enough to get us down to the 33-yard line. 2 for 2 so far to start things off. Our offense is actually looking pretty good. Out of our wide receivers, our top 2 wide receivers are Cameron Meredith, I think that's his name, and I don't remember the other guy. But I don't like either one, so I don't really go to them very much. Victor Cruz is our 3rd wide receiver. Something right. I don't know who that is. But Victor Cruz is my favorite wide receiver on the Bears right now. He's a little bit older, so I don't think he's going to develop, and I won't really be able to use him after this season. Most likely the Bears will let him go. But then we also have Kevin White, who was a first-round pick for the Bears. I've mentioned him last game. But unfortunately, he's like our 4th or 5th wide receiver on our depth chart. So I can't, again, this is a player franchise, so I have no control over anybody else besides Trubisky. I can't trade or can't sign anybody, can't switch up positions out for anybody. So that's where we're at. There we go. Finally got Victor Cruz, a nice catch right there. And we're down to the Steelers 26, a nice 17-yard grab by Victor Cruz. This Steelers defense really hasn't been putting the pressure on me like I thought they were going to be. We find Wheaton? Somebody's hurt. Steelers defense. I think that was Marcus Wheaton. Yeah, he's like our 4th wide receiver. I think that's like his first catch all season. I don't really go to him. We can probably... I kind of want to get Jordan Howard a rushing touchdown here. Let's see if we can get him in. Again, I'm not running with Jordan Howard. When I say let's see if we can get him in, I just mean the play I called. But he does not make it in. He gets down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. And we can go back to him. Is he going to knock one in now? Here's Jordan Howard. He finds his way in. And our defense got us the ball back at the 50-yard line. So our defense, again, is carrying us. The Steelers' offense, which was supposed to be a juggernaut offense coming into the game, isn't looking too hot in the first quarter. But again, it's only the first quarter. They have all game to turn it around. Let's see if I can keep Jordan Howard involved. He's actually playing pretty well this first quarter. We find something right. I don't know who that is. K. Wright. 11-yard catch by him. I think his name's KJ Wright, maybe. I don't know, but that's the end of the first quarter. We're heading into the second quarter, up 7-0. Kendall Wright. I have no idea who that is. And I like to think I know a lot about the NFL. Apparently, I don't know as much as I thought. And he clearly wasn't very good because... Oh, I threw it out of bounds. He clearly wasn't very good because in real life, after this season, I think is when the Bears ended up getting Allen Robinson in free agency. I really thought Allen Robinson was already on the team. I thought they got him the year before this, which is unfortunate for me because he would have been a fantastic addition. But unfortunately, we're going to have to use Jordan Howard's in the end zone again. Steelers continue to struggle. We are up 14-0. But don't get too confident just yet because some of the similar happened week 1 against the Falcons. There you go. They got the first sack. Something similar happened the first week against the Falcons. We had a nice lead going into halftime, and then all of a sudden we collapsed in the second half. Luckily, last week, our Bears defense came through and held the victory for us. So hopefully they could do that today. Because so far, they're starting to put pressure on Trubisky. We're not doing too bad. 141 yards. About as much as we had in the whole game last week. I think we threw for 150 or something. Let's see what we got. We got Cameron Meredith. A nice catch there. I don't really like getting him involved because then they keep him at number 1 on the depth chart. I'm trying to get Victor Cruz to move up the depth chart so that I could go to him more, and then hopefully they move up Kevin White too so that I could get him involved. We find Zach Miller for a nice grab right there. He's supposed to be our top receiving target, but he drops the ball a lot more than I was expecting. At least in week 1 and 2 he did. We'll see about getting him more involved as our top receiver. Jordan Howard gets shut down there. Down to just over 3 yards per carry. He has 2 touchdowns, so I think today the Steelers are actually going to shut him down, not make it so that he doesn't have a great game on the ground. But through the air, he's going to end up with a pretty nice game. He ends up as our top receiver today. Not going to tell you how much yards he ends up having. Maybe you should stick around to the end and then comment below. Be like 3,000 receiving yards or whatever it was. 400, I don't remember. But comment it below and be like, impressive. Because it was. Look at Victor Cruz do some work here. I thought he was going to bounce to the outside and run into the end zone. Let's see if I can get Victor Cruz a receiving touchdown. Our offensive line is actually doing some pretty nice blocking today. In the pass game, not in the run game. That sucked. They put in our backup running back. I don't like him. Langford, I have no idea who that is. I'm pretty sure he's out of the NFL already. Let's see if I can find Victor Cruz. There he is. We get the ball back with just under 2 minutes left in the first half. We got all 3 timeouts. Up 21-0. Are we going to try scoring again? Possibly. We missed that throw, our second incompletion today. We're actually doing really well today. Over 200 yards in the first half alone. One thing I don't like about Madden 18 compared to Madden 25 is we're missing some touchdown celebrations. I felt like Madden 25 might have been the peak for touchdown celebrations. You didn't get to pick what celebration you did, but they had a bunch of sweet ones like the chopping wood, the air guitar, robot dances. They had a bunch of cool touchdown celebrations in there. You get to celebrate with your teammates. You got to do stuff by yourself. This one doesn't really seem to have any of that. It's mostly just like a fist pump, and then like 6 seconds later, the celebration is over. We're going to lose yards there. The Steelers are going to call a timeout. 4th and 12. We're going to turn the ball over. and give the ball back to the Steelers. Here we are. This is weird. Here we are. We got the ball back. The Steelers scored a touchdown after we punted. So, our 3-touchdown lead is down to 2. We're going to overthrow another wide receiver there. Apparently, we're going to fall. Our offense is going to start falling apart even before we get to halftime. So, it's unfortunate. See if we can get Jordan Howard another catch here. Run deep. There we go. There's a coach. Are they going to catch him? I don't think so. A 75-yard grab for Jordan Howard. And after we scored, the Steelers answered with a touchdown of their own. So it's only an 18-point lead. We got one last play before halftime. This is it. A nice 12-yard carry by Jordan Howard. That's it. Halftime now. We're up 28-10 at halftime. The Steelers are not putting up as much of a fight as I was expecting. Never know, in the second half they could really turn things around. I do like these uniforms. Do I pick the uniforms that both teams wear before every game? Yes, I'm going to do that this series. I didn't do that with the Tebow series just because I don't really like the uniforms in the Tebow series. We get the ball to kick things off in the second half. The goal is just to win. But to do that, we need to eat up some clock. So we're going to be running it with Jordan Howard quite a bit. And maybe even Jeremy Langford. I think that's his name. I think that's our backup team. We got 2 backup running backs. I don't like either one. So if Jordan Howard ever gets hurt, I'm a little screwed in the running game. But who knows? He might stay healthy all year. And I might not have to worry about it. We do have a fullback that I don't care about either. I'd like to get rid of him. But hopefully in the off season, we either draft Jordan Howard a backup or we signed somebody I like. I don't really know how the off season. I don't know if they changed it at all from Madden 25 to Madden 18. Hopefully they ask me, they're like, is there anybody you'd like us to try trading or signing in free agency? That'd be cool. I doubt they do that. I know that in NBA 2K, and if you do like a player, like the My Player, they do ask you, is there anybody that you want us to sign or trade for? And then you get to pick like 3 or 5 guys that you're interested in the team going after. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That's one feature that I wish they would add to the Madden series. But at least like the player franchises. Because you could do a franchise as an owner, you could do a franchise as a coach. And if you do owner or coach, you have full control over the franchise. You get to draft, you get to trade, you get to sign players. As a player, you don't get any of that. But it'd be nice if they asked your opinion once in a while. Especially since we do need some offensive tackles. And we do need backup running backs. And I'd like to say and who our wide receivers are. I hate all but 2 of them. I need to work on my mid to deep throwing accuracy. That was awful. I know I missed a couple earlier. We did punt, and the Steelers looked like they scored a touchdown. So our lead's down to 11. Are we going to fall apart in the second half? Jeremy Langford, I think that's his name, with a nice run there, getting us down to the 46-yard line. A 21-yard carry by Langford. I think that's our team's longest rushing play all game. Jordan Howard has been a huge part of our passing offense, though, so that was a terrible play-action play. I don't know what that was. If I was the defense, I would not have fallen for that at all. 15 for 20, 319 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. I'm doing actually really well. Deion Sims, our second-string tight end, who's actually rated probably, I think, better than all our wide receivers. He has 2 catches today. Is that a hold on somebody? Probably. Yep, holding offensive line. Who was it? Our left guard. You're lucky you actually rated pretty well, or I'd be demanding they trade you. Well, the clock's running. I don't care. Let's see if I can find Victor Cruz for another passing touchdown. Jordan Howard with nowhere to go. Our offensive line has been struggling all game against the run defense. I don't know why they're doing so bad. We find Kendall Wright. I think his second touchdown. One of the defenders is hurt. I'm pretty sure one of the injuries in this game was to one of my offensive linemen, but I'm not positive. I don't remember for sure. We're having a really nice game passing. Who's hurt now? What's with all these injuries? The nice part about having 2 good tight ends is they're supposed to be good blockers. I know Zach Miller is more of a receiver. Our blocking today is terrible. I don't blame Jordan Howard at all for his terrible game. 18 carries for 52 yards. I know he's a good running back. He's rated like as an 89 overall. I know he's good. It's just the block. See, when he gets a hole, he can hit the hole. He's doing really good with receiving today. It's just our offensive line struggling. And you can't say it's about play calling. It's clearly not. He picks up first down. He's getting just 3 yards per carry. But look at that. We ate up the majority of the clock, and the third quarter is almost done. We are almost in. We're almost at the goal line. We're at the 11-yard line. I'm trying to do my best to make it so that the Steelers have no shot at making a comeback. It'd be nice to go up 2-1 on the season, but I don't know. The Steelers could definitely make a comeback. Never know. Let's see who we got. Anybody open? We do find Cameron Meredith down to the 2-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. We are up 28-17. On the verge of possibly scoring again. Hopefully not turning the ball over. I'm doing pretty well today without throwing any interceptions. Alright, let's see if I can get Jordan Howard another touchdown here. Nope, he decides to bounce it to the outside for some reason and loses 3 yards. 4th and 4, we're going to end up kicking a field goal. We kick the field goal and our defense does its job getting us a turnover. And the ball back at the 17-yard line. Nobody's open, and we end up taking a sack. Cameron Hayward, somebody else, ended up sacking me. Unfortunately, we lose 7 yards there. 2nd and 17 at the 24-yard line. The clock's running. That's all that really matters. We find Jordan Howard again down to the 15. Who's hurt now? Jordan Howard's having a really nice game. 6 catches for 156 yards. We need to get Jordan Howard to run in a touchdown is what they're telling us to do. I hate those drive goals because it basically lets the computer know who you're trying to go. And I hate our wide receivers. How do you drop that? There's another field goal for a kicker. And he makes it. We get the ball back again. This time at the 43-yard line. Our defense has been fantastic. Is that like the 8th injury today? How many guys are going to get hurt? Holy crap. So now 11 yards to go for this offense. Yeah, that stopped the clock. Are they faking injuries to just stop the clock? Who keeps getting hurt? Is it the Steelers' defense or is it our offense? Because I'm not noticing anybody in our offense getting... Somebody else is hurt now. I'm not noticing anybody leaving the field for our offense. So I don't know who's getting hurt, but somebody's constantly getting hurt while I'm trying to run down. Oh, we just lost our wide receiver. That's cool. That moves up Marcus Wheaton, and then Kevin White is now our 4th wide receiver. And Howard fumbles it for the first time this season. That's unfortunate. 4th and 1. The Steelers turn the ball over yet again. But you got just over 3 minutes left in the game. We have basically, I'm going to say like a 95% shot at winning this. Jordan Howard, 26 carries for 70-something yards and 1 touchdown, but I think he has 2 receiving touchdowns. He's actually a really good receiving back. He picks up the first down here. He's up to 80 yards today on the ground with another 156 receiving. I mentioned it at the start of the game that he is our offense. When he gets shut down, we struggle. And luckily, even though he's been getting shut down on the run game, with passing, he's been fantastic.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And after another bad run by Jordan Howard, that's a 2-minute warning. We're facing a 3rd and 12. I don't think the Steelers are going to try stopping the clock anymore. The game's basically out of reach for them. We had a nice game for us. Victor Cruz with a nice grab here into the end zone. And for the first 3 games, Victor Cruz now has 13 catches for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's my leading receiver. The next guy is Jordan Howard, actually, after today's game. He has 9 catches for 199 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's 1 yard shy of Victor Cruz. And then after that, we have a huge drop-off. The next best guy would be Kendall Wright. He has 6 catches for 126 yards and 1 touchdown. And then we got Zach Miller, who has 6 catches for 74 yards and touchdown. And Cameron Meredith, 6 catches for 76 yards, no touchdowns. So I kind of spread it around, but you could tell I like Victor Cruz and Jordan Howard the most. The Steelers aren't going to be making any comebacks. We're kneeling it down to end the clock. But Marcus Wheaton and Kevin White haven't really been involved. They each have 2 catches. Kevin White got in the end zone once. About 33 and 27 yards each. I need to get them more involved, mostly Kevin White. But on the ground, Jordan Howard is averaging 87 yards per game with 1 touchdown a game and about 22 carries per game. So he's actually pretty good. After we missed that field goal, I thought that was going to be the end of the game. But with that kneel down, that's the end of the game for us. A nice whooping for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin's not looking too hot as a head coach. A nice 41-23 win for the Chicago Bears. We are 2-1 on the season. Next, we're going to be playing our first divisional game this year. I wish it was against the Lions. Because the Lions aren't too good. But we're going to be facing the Green Bay Packers next. So, they are also 2-1. So, hopefully we can win. I think we're going to be playing with our color rush uniforms for that game. But like always, if you enjoyed this, if you're enjoying the Mitch Trubisky series, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment what your favorite play was. Mine was probably that Victor Cruz touchdown there. That one was a lot of fun. Jordan Howard had a fantastic game. Hit that like button. Comment your favorite player. Comment a different guy you'd want to see instead of Trubisky if you're not enjoying the Trubisky series. I thought you would. This is all for you, the fans. Anyways, like, share, and subscribe. That's going to be the end of the video. I'll see you next time.